Welcome back to the channel again for another weekly review. Um, been busy with work, so I'm in and out, but still trying to stay in the market, still trying to make money, 'cause the dream is the dream, right? Um, I gotta stay relevant to it. All right, so we'll just start real quick with the IRA. So 2 weeks in the IRA, we're up $439. We have some puts here on oil. You can see oil is at 78, and we sold the 64 puts. So we got two puts there, and we got a 112 on the mini. So everything in here is the mini because I can't trade the full size contract until I have 25,000. So these are the mini. So in the mini, basically here we have a 112 right there, and then I have like weekly puts that I sell. So this is one of them. I sold it for $50. It's a 1 week put. Um, Pretty decent. I put up 3,000 margin to get $50. That's basically almost 2% in a week. So I'll take it. So that. Just a quick overview of what I'm doing in the IRA. So now we'll look at our actual account. So we're at a new all-time high. Come from last week. We're actually higher. We had a rough Friday because we were on the call side, also the put side. So we're gonna share our thoughts on February. So February is done. It's in the books. We realized 17,500, and you can see 18,000 realized. So, we're kind of down on some stuff, but we have a lot of open P&L. You can see my open P&L is 6,000. So we did realize 17,000, but we have positions that we're down on, and that's what's driving that side of the fence. So we go back. So yeah, so 17,000 realized. We spent $1,000 in fees. Oh man, that's like a mortgage payment. But you got to pay to play, right? And I want to be able to do what I want to do, so got to pay to play. This one was pretty good. Just a lot of the stuff I get into is all self-inflicted, man. I swear, not swear, but it's all self-inflicted pain, and there was a lot of opportunities too that I didn't take. Just being conscious, and I just take it as a learning point and going forward. Uh, Daily strangles, right? So this is, you can see my strangles paid me 16 of that 17K. So I don't have a lot of my monthly my 2 month 112s and 3 month 112s coming off. They're all, a lot of them I might take them off this month. Like this trade, I'm up 84%, looking for 95. You can see this one, I'm up 70. So these puts, I might be able to take them off this next month. So my P&L will skew better, showing that my longer term trades are bringing in profit. So like these June trades, they're not at profit yet. So like this one here, I'm up 89%. So this is almost ready to go. So that will come. All the April trades might be coming in the end of March. So that is why my account is kind of skewed to the daily trades. But really, it's not really. It's just I loaded my account in January, so I need like 2 months to get that data coming in and burning those long-term trades. So you can see my daily trade. I thought I would have had more commissions here, but the reason why I have so much commissions is because I had to put on so many long-term trades, right? So that's why it looked like that. I had to put on so many long-term trades. So how did this week go? So this week, um, we ended the month base. So this is from Monday through Thursday. So I put this in the February, right? So from Monday through Thursday, I made 3,283, and then Friday alone, I made 1,900. So really, really good there. Friday was just, it was just tough, but I saw I was wrong and I removed myself out of the way. So coming in Friday, I had to roll a bunch of trades, but this is what Friday was. I just kept selling puts, you know, collecting 150, $200 a year. I had to close Mara because I needed some margin and I didn't want to deal with this if it went south. And I made a couple plays here and there, but it was mainly selling. Like even this put here, kind of, you know, I was trying to play the game, and yeah, I wouldn't say it backfired, it just went against me hard. So we go into the account. So let's just look at the chart. This is like the first thing we need to look at is what happened Friday. Okay, so Friday, I don't think this is the right one. Slash NQ. Yep, there we go. It looks better. So this is the right chart. Okay. So this is what happened Friday. Okay. So Friday we dipped at 4 in the morning. I saw this dip. You know, I saw this dip. I was like, all right, cool. Oh, before I go to this, let's go to gold, because gold is a lot better. So I had gold. I had the 2070 call. So I had this call right here. So this was the first thing I was worried about because we were at like 2050. We were at like 2050 something. So I was just like, okay. And they're pricing in a 5 point move. So I'm like, yeah, the most we can go to is 2060, you know, without a real over extended move. So we sold off. So I'm licking my chops and I'm seeing this sell off. By the time I get to work, we're back up here, you know? And remember, I have a 2070 right here. So I had to take the L on the call and just roll it right into a put. So I rolled it into the 35 put down here for next Friday. And you can see the rally from hell continues. And you know, if you think you're wrong, you just get out. So I just get out and rolled it into a put because the call was naked and I could deal with that. I found this indicator here, which made my life a lot easier. This is just a VWAP indicator. It just basically shows, you know, where VWAP is, and it makes it so much easier for me to see it. So I kind of liked it there, and it shows up in red. So like it. So now we go back to the Nasdaq. So for the Nasdaq, so this is where I was. So yesterday I got handled with this move yesterday. So yesterday I had the 18 100. So I had this call yesterday, and I got manhandled with this call. So I had to roll it, which is still fine. So this drop happened. So I see us coming up, right? And this is where, you know, like I'm not hiding the shit. This is what happened. I see us coming up, so I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So me with my ultimate genius, the three calls were worth around 60. So if we look on the chain, let me find something on the chain that's worth 60, and I can tell you what the three calls were worth. So flip this. So that's 63. There we go. Hell, that. So the three calls were basically worth $1,000 at that point, right? And I sold them in total for around 700. So that's a nothing burger, right? So there's a guy named Kenny, man. He has so much wisdom. So I came in and I'm like, okay, the market looks really bullish here. I had this call, the 18400, 1875, and 185. No, I had the 18,475, 18,500, 18,550. Those are the three calls I had. So I seen the squeeze happening. I looked at it and I was like, okay, you're down 500 across the three calls. You can flip this into a 17,300 put, right? For a month out, one put, all three calls compressed. I get like $85. It is what it is. 85 is like 1,500 in total, I think. So I'm like, all right, it's not a bad deal. I'm gonna do it. So I sold this put, right? This is me, man. I sold this put. You can see this thing right here. I sold this put, right? 17,300. I sold this put. Collected $1,700. So me with my ultimate genius, I'm like, man, we already ripped higher. We gonna come back down, you know, and then I'll be able to buy back the calls maybe at like $50, you know. The market rages on. So it raged. So when it hit 18,200, that was my point of get out. Well, those calls now are going for 160, right? So it went from all three going for 80 to 160, like they doubled. So I took the L, and then I flipped into three puts at 15,000, which is down here. But I had to give it some time, and I think I have like an additional $1,000 that I received. So this is what punished me, and gold punished me on Friday. So those were the two things there that kind of drive me. Oil was pretty good. As I say, I'm at the point now where I can almost close this put. I've been putting in oil trades, but I haven't been putting in no ES trades and no Nasdaq trades. I so while all that was going on, this is one of the L's that I took. I was so focused on Nasdaq because those calls are so close that I didn't looked at this at all. So this call here, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but um, I could adjust this call because right now this call is basically 3% out of the money. So I could have adjusted this call, probably roll it up, roll it into something else, roll it out in time, collect some premium. So I'll look and see, but I got to make a decision on that. So I was getting whacked on this call all day. Down here, this is just a new put I sold a couple last week. So I did actually sell the ES put because this was 9 days. So I sold one in the last week or so, I guess. And I did not look at this until later in the day. I decided to roll my puts up, so I'm gonna actually fix this right now. So now I need to ungroup this, ungroup, and then I need to group them now. So I need to group these two in here now. And we say group positions. I need to scroll my screen down. Oh, so what? So Tasty doesn't. I need to scroll my screen down to get that sorted out. Let's do this so you guys will see me how I group myself. So this is how I group. You just left click on both, right click, and you name it. So this right here is going to be a 87. This is. Oh, I write the date first, so it will be May 28th. 87 DTE, days to expiration, strangle, and I'll just write AJ beside the strangle. Let me know that I adjusted it. So that's why the strangle is in. So I expect it's gonna come back down. I'm gonna take some pain on the put side. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do there. And I have this call here burning a hole in my pocket. Russell was pretty good. This is just a nothing burger, man. Like it's 40 days, and 40. It's halfway in this trade, and it barely because the Russell hasn't gone up at all. So yeah, it's just sucking. That is how my week went. So we had a new all-time high, right? We were at like maybe 17,000, Thursday. So as I said, we took a whack. But even after all that damage on Friday, I rolled the trades, everything. I still walked away Friday. As you can see, that Friday, I still walked away with $19,000. So, the good guys are winning, and we gotta stay out here trying to get this money. I know this video is a little bit longer, but just wanted to put everything out there into context. And I'm doing this, on my phone, which is really, really slow, and just trying to make it work. Would I have changed anything? I would have flipped I would have closed those calls when I sold that put instead of trying to be slick. So they said the bulls eat, the bears eat, and the pigs get slaughtered. So that was why I had a red account on Friday. So that's it. Let's see what we can do. I don't have any puts going into Monday. I want to see what we do tomorrow night on futures, and then I'll make an adjustment or set a put there. But I'm probably just going to go light. It's probably going to be one put because I need to get some NASDAQ puts off before I start playing around again. Oh, last thing. So on Tasty, you have your year-to-date tracker. So you can see, what you've been doing and all that stuff. So majority of my gains, if I go here, majority of my gains is NASDAQ, gold, oil. Yeah, those are really the four tickers that I trade. My losses were losses that I carried over when I came over. So when I came over, I had some naked calls on Qs, Meta, Microsoft, and SPY. Where's SPY? Well, I don't see SPY. Oh, here's SPY. Yeah. And then I took a futures loss on natural gas because that was shit. And then these other ones, these are positions that I carried over. Some of these ARM is something I trade. This is something that I traded and took a L. PayPal I took a L, and then these other ones I brought them over. So you know I can see my gains year to date and losses, and you can see I have a lot of unrealized gain in the Nasdaq. What's feeding this, and oil and stuff. So we're looking good. Just need to, you know, get this month out of the way and move forward. Sorry for the long review, but this is a month end review, so I wanted to make sure I capture, you know, how I was feeling from the month and how we move forward. So yeah, that's it. And thanks for watching my video, and like and subscribe for more. Let me know if you want me to cover something specific, and I will cover it. That's all I got.